Hi, we're Chris and Ashley. We are a marriage surviving sexual addiction and infidelity. We wanted to do just a quick video because somebody asked what our inventory looks like, and I wanted to pull out our old one. It's when we very first started. Do you remember some of the questions that were on there?
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you right now? It went down a huge thing, like, of communication. Is there anything you want to communicate about this week? Is there anything that made you happy about one another, that frustrated you about one another? What can I do for you right now? There was a couple of other things. It just wanted you, it was like
just get you talking.
It was a guideline to get you to communicate. Eventually that was way too scripted and it was way too hard, but we sat down every Sunday night and we went through this like checklist of communicating, and that's why, I mean, it just kind of felt silly after a while because it was like,
it's definitely helpful for a bit, but
it's helpful to have so you can honestly just, even Google, or if people are interested, put in the comments below, but because we could find our old ones. But you could just Google inventory communication, I'm sure things will pop up. But for now, what we do now and the long run, I mean, we've been doing this for years and it's actually really helpful and way better. So Chris's inventory, again, what we hope for is that he will, if he has had a slip with pornography, he will tell me within 24 hours.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. And then if he doesn't, he always has until Sunday night. And by Sunday night, and so I told him by writing a contract and signing it, I don't know, it just was one of those things that it felt a little safer for me. So I asked him, okay, I want you to sign a contract, date it, and write your feelings down there. And that inventory is not just, I had a slip with pornography, I didn't have a slip with pornography. Like he literally goes, he takes time, he contemplates, he prays, he does all these things where he puts some emotion into it, and then he'll come back in and he'll show me what he's written. And it is about his week, if he felt down on himself, if he felt like self-worth issues, if he felt like he lied to me about something, if he felt like he was bugged about something that maybe I had done.
If there's something I feel like I need to improve upon.
Yeah.
Just in my personal life.
Any kind of improvements. And then also, it always finished with sobriety. Whether he remained sober or if he had anything kind of slip or confession to make or anything like that. So that's what inventory looked like for us.
Yeah, I mean, inventory now, it can start with, obviously in the very beginning as you're needing to work through a lot of things, you're going to need to go through, what can I do for you? What's helpful to you? Where are you at? So it's obviously much longer. What it has evolved into, as Ashley explained, is kind of twofold for me. One, since truth has always been hard for me, speaking truth is hard, but, being able to write, a lot easier. And so by putting it in writing and then getting it to Ashley, then it opens up being able to talk about it. And so that was kind of the first main reason for that. When I was struggling with being able to be truthful, Ashley made this suggestion of maybe, if you put it in writing, and that's what it became. And it is. It's just a reflection upon the week, putting it in writing. Sometimes it's a paragraph, sometimes it's a page, but it's a journal entry, and it just causes me to reflect on what I need to work on.
Yeah, and the biggest thing that I can say, and we'll cut this one shorter, but is that an inventory is so helpful to the spouse. Because if the spouse who's struggling with pornography comes and communicates and gives an inventory and everything, the other spouse is constantly wondering what's going on in their mind. And chances are, if you're an addict, you probably aren't the best communicator. And so they need that communication. They want to know, your spouse wants to know what's going on with you. They want to know what, like, have you had a slip? Have you not? And some people are way too afraid to ask that, and they don't want to get into that or this or that. So by having a contract and putting it in writing, and maybe the other spouse doesn't want to talk about it. That's not Chris's favorite thing to do. So him writing it down and being able to be in control of what he writes and what he relays to me, I think has been very helpful for us. And then it hasn't turned into super long conversations. It's like, I get it, I read it. Yeah, if it needs to be, fine. But I get it, I read it, and I'm like, okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing what's been going on with you this week. So
that's... But then along with it, you know, as she said, I state where I am in my sobriety in writing. But then that is the one thing I do say to Ashley after she's read it, is I take the opportunity to then tell her. And because I put it in writing, you know, being able to say you're sober, it is a whole lot easier than not. But then we talk at the end.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you, and sorry it got blurry on this one, but we wish everybody the best of luck, and everybody continues to be in our prayers. We're constantly praying for those that are going through something difficult like this, because it's not an easy road, and we're very sorry.
It's not easy, and you're not alone.
Not alone.